back. Now I'm awake.
Come over here, find this little bit. I need to ask you a very serious but very real question. Can you show me how you're supposed to set these up again? It's like, I just can't fathom it. I don't remember.
What I normally do...
I built one of fucking these, too.
Good, because we need one of those. Although, what I'll probably do is let's shift them up one so they're in line with it.
Guess what I found out? Did you find out that I'm actually your father? Like in Star Wars plot twist? Spoilers. Spoilers for one of the most well-known plot twists in media.
Normally, I do this. 1, 2, 3. And then down the middle, a conveyor belt.
Power lines?
Down the center of here, the conveyor belt with the coal on to feed into the boilers.
Okay.
And then between each of the groups, the reason I've left this line here is that's where they put the power line. Like putting a power line within the center of each of these bits catches all of the power.
It turns out the dude I was talking to is a known chaser in the servers I found him in. What does a chaser mean?
Oh, is usually it's either to do with chubby chasers, which is chasing people, chasing girls that are fat, or trans chasers.
Oh.
It's one of the reasons why dating as a trans person is like horrific. It's like, do you actually like me, or are you just interested because of the wrong reasons?
I have something similar where I've been like in groups before, and like I've just had guys.
This is what I meant. And that way we can have inserters taking from the belt directly into the boilers.
What's this get for?
That gap is where we put the power line.
Okay.
You just put like a small power line in between each one. Do I have the stuff for them?
Do we have a chance? Hey, don't worry. You just keep doing you. I'm like, good things are gonna come your way.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. It's pretty bad. It's not the end of the world.
There's always going to be people like that out there.
Yeah, sadly.
But you've managed to find out about it before anything happened.
True.
So, you know,
like, you could have been like balls deep in a relationship.
Yeah. It could have been one of those ones where, you've spent, months talking to each other and you've invested a bunch of your time, and then you find out and realise, oh god, I've wasted so much of my life.
Yeah, that would have been fucking horrific. Like, pat yourself on the back. You made it out the good ending. I mean, it's a pretty bad ending still, but it's still a good ending of the bad ending. Could be a worse ending. It hurts. It's gonna, but don't you worry. Like, you're gonna get better and you're gonna be, like, taking it in stride in a day or two. The new terms confused me, like now Chase has 2 terms. Now I'm confused. That's the age getting to you. It doesn't get any easier.
Yeah, I can
Like
confirm.
Silence.
I can confirm.
Cherry's my resident old people. You have yourself up as a PNG.
Where do I have myself up as a PNG? Maybe I think you deserve more than one of me.
Oh.
Or maybe I clicked the wrong thing.
Cheaper.
There we go. I have
You
disappeared.
back? I can't sleep now. Dang right you can't. Come over here, look. I want to squeeze you like a teddy bear. I will squish you like a tiny teddy bear. You'll make noise similar to... To be fair, Keto, you waiting until you transitioned wouldn't have changed the fact this guy would have, like... This guy would have felt the same way either way, you know? And he would have still existed like this. You searching for, like, love wasn't the problem, it was this guy being a con.
Yeah, and that's the thing you got to remember. This is never... Whenever things like this happen, it's not on you, it's the other person that's being a piece of shit. That's the issue.
I get the reaction to, like, immediately beat yourself up about it, but trust me, you're not, like, in the wrong or anything. Like, we're all here ready to go and kick the shit out of this guy for you.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, never apologise for being you. If that is one thing I drill into the people that I know and care about, is never apologise for being you.
People?
Well, don't fucking drill you. You've been... I mean, what? I'm pure and innocent. I am innocent. Can't prove anything.
I know what you did last summer.
Same as I did this summer. Nothing. Melt.
Yeah.
Melt in the heat while having way too many fans aimed at my face.
Can you do some Elmo impression for me?
An Elmo impression.
Yeah, I just want to hear a la 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 Jimmy.
Elmo's gonna murder you.
Don't do that ever again. No, you can stop now.
No, Elmo's having fun.
No, please stop, please stop.
I'm behind you.
I don't like Elmo anymore. I didn't like Elmo before. He's a stupid little fucking red bitch. Not that him being red has anything to do with it.
And I read the dead. You're completely ruining Elmo for people.
I didn't even fucking pick up Slaughter Me Street.
Neither did I. I've got it sitting there. Was it My Friendly Neighborhood or whatever it was called? The one with the basically evil Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I have it on the wish list, but it's one of those things. It's one of those things I'm like, oh, do I have to? I do. That's not fair. Well, what do you do this to?
Bitch?
Why do you do this to me, Ezzy?
Ezzy is not dissimilar from Elmo. Not in terms of, like, Ezzy, but in terms of, like, characters.
Drinker's drunk.
Drinker's drunk. Drink and drive, don't drunk.
Don't drink and drunkle.
You got called a femboy when you streamed? You streamed? Congratulations. I didn't know you did that. Welcome to
the life of stream. Yeah.
Welcome to the feelings of confusion, obligation, and stress. Self-doubt will now be installed into your body.
You will now question everything you do. You'll keep on saying to yourself, can I turn this into content?
Let me use this pinch, bitch.
Well, it's just going to save a lot of the
I just wanted to start down there because I didn't want the hassle of dealing with, like, the top of cold territory later. It's gotta be a trans woman dating site somewhere. Yeah, as much as
the problem
that
is,
sounds like a good idea to me, the problem is that people, it feels like somewhere that people would hate raid.
It's either going to be places that hate raid, or also it's going to be where chasers are drawn to.
Yeah. I mean, I know this is going to sound weird, right? Grinder in my area has had some pretty good like trans representation.
Not in my area. The one time I've actually been on there, it was like one of those, oh, I feel very out of place moments. Granted, this was like 6 or 7 years ago now when I last bothered with that. Back when I still gave a shit about all that stuff. But I was like the one. Granted, I'm not in a very big area.
Come on, no. It's so big. Area's so big. You have a childhood teddy bear. You had a stuffed Elmo. If this day. It affected me on a neurological level, I think, because despite being an adult, I sound like a demented Muppet. Faced demented Muppet.
Demented Muppet.
I wish I had demented Muppet voice. You're on Grindr for less than a minute. I hadn't even set a profile and people are already messaging me. It scared me. Oh yeah, I mean, you gotta think people are only on there for one. Oh, I'll say this about Grindr: it's the most honest website I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, unlike Tinder, where we're a dating site and everyone knows no, it's for hookups.
We're a dating site, but it's a fucking coliseum. No, I'll say this: Tinder is genuinely a dating site, right?
But no one uses it properly as a dating site. Most people use it as a...
I'll say too, I think people do use it as a dating site, which is also a problem. Don't do that. But one of the main problems with Tinder is that it's a battleground because of the way the algorithm works. If people don't like you, you won't get liked more, and then since you're not being liked more, people won't like you, and therefore you get buried in the algorithm. It's like a fucking Colosseum fight trying to get matches.
Yeah, it's basically the same as streaming. You gotta have people watching you and liking you, otherwise no one else will see you and get to watch you and like you.
You need more gay friends? I mean, you've got me, Pickle. I'll be your gay friend. I'm actually pan, I think, but dude, I think I'm a I don't give a fuck anymore sexual. Like, I'm whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. It's like, I don't actually care, personally, now. But at some point, there's going to be someone that I'm like, yeah, I can put up with you. Yeah, we're the same kind of weird.
Anyway, I automated the call, Clint.
Concrete production, that. A lot of these things we are not going to need for a while. Is that what I'm thinking it is? It is.
Here's the thing. Like, I'll be the first person to say it. I think it's entirely possible you can find, like, love and a meaningful relationship on Grindr. I think Grindr gets a lot of bad representation. And, like, rightfully so, because Grindr can be a real shithole. There'd be someone shitting on the PS1 startup sound? Oh, you mean a shitty sound? No, I think that Grindr is it's a cesspool for sure, but I genuinely think, like, in terms of gay dating, it is the best place out there. A, everyone's gay. Big W. B, you can get a lot of very easy sex. Boom.
That is true.
No, but seriously though, like, it's got a lot of, like, good options. It's just so heavily overloaded with ads. You're at the point where you'll date a tree if it makes the first move. Starts making creaking sounds.
Voila. Granted, we can't use most of it yet.
An actual romantic relationship, not just a fuck buddy. Hey, every day it's getting closer. You know what I mean? Love like that will surely come your way. I could build the second furnaces. I just don't want to.
Well,
We don't have the power.
Yeah, we don't
We don't
need to
have the
yet.
power needs.
But that's the thing, we don't need to yet.
Do you want to automate iron while I go and like buff up like the coal field?
I'm actually
I'll get a.
putting in the first of my. Granted, like I said,
What
granted
do
we
they
can't
call
do a
it? They
lot
call
of
it
this yet.
buses. Can you explain the bus to me?
The bus is essentially a lot of conveyor belts down together. So I normally do them in groups of 4.
Papers, please, sheeper. Oh, our starch can. Fuck. But what else am I supposed to fucking pass? My citizen card. And then like I use my thumb to cover up the expired like date on the end of the citizen card.
But this is how I normally set them up. So 4 and 4, and all it would be is, say, depending on how big the factory is, the first 2 might be for iron plates, the second 2 will be for copper, and then you might have 1 for electronic circuits, 1 for whatever, and just basically each belt in the line will have its own thing attached to it. And then what you can do further down is, say you might have an area where you want to make conveyor belts, and then all you would do is you'd split off, you'd split off one of them. You'd have a splitter, so you'd split off one of your iron belt ones, so it takes off half of the iron, which will go to making your belts.
That feels like a pain in the ass, and I'll leave that to you.
It is one of those things. It can be a pain in the ass. I mean,
here, cheer. Let me help you get started over here. You ready? There you go.
Thank you.
I'm a magnanimous little plate gremlin. The magnificent, magnanimous plate boy. Plates? Oh, crunch. Wait, is Ezzy still here? Crunch, munch, ceramic plates. It's about the texture that my mind, like, pictures when Ezzy's like, fuck crayons. No, Ezzy!
Stop eating them, Ezzy. They're not good for you.
Every day, it's again closer. Stop eating grass! Maybe I'm just mad at Ezzy because Ezzy's unlocked like a cheat code. Eat crayon. Holy crap, Lois. I built 2 of the wrong fucking thing. Lol. Oh shit. What am I looking at here, baby girl?
This is the thing I usually start off. Before I go into like full on making a base, you can basically build it against the edge of an iron field. Or if you've already got electronic ones, just have a belt that goes across. And the only thing that you really need to do is supply, like, I think 2 chests with copper. So this chest in the middle here, you give copper plates to. That helps it make the research, and then you give some copper to this one over here, which then goes into making the bits to go into
making the early factory easy done.
Yeah, it's basically, I think the person I took the idea from calls it the jump start base, because it makes miners, it makes belts, and you can swap the miner factory to make assemblers as well if you need to.
Okay.
And it also, it keeps research running as well, as long as as long as you've got power to make the cogs, and you keep it stocked with copper, it will keep making red science without you having to really do anything.
Oh, I just noticed the Did you mark those rocks down there as red?
I might have done when I was deleting the other half of this blueprint that we aren't using.
I was about to say, that is not an enemy base. Those are just rocks. Marked for deconstruction. Yeah, you don't say.
To be fair, that's pretty much what we think of in terms of the enemy bases as well. They're all marked for deconstruction.
True, bestie. Oh my god, kill.
So that would get powered onto there.
No, yeah, Neil Gaiman's the kind of guy who can get a song stuck in your head, unfortunately. Told you earlier we were watching, me and my mum were watching the Good Omen show.
Yes, you did.
Season 2. I think Neil Gaiman's pretty great. Like, as an author and a person.
Yeah, he seems to not be a horrible person like some authors.
Like, when the late, great Terry Pratchett passed away, a bunch of sick, fucking deranged bigots were trying to hijack his, like, legacy and be like, if he was still alive, he'd be on our side. And Neil Gaiman publicly on Twitter, like, started listing all of, like, the very obvious trans allegories that, like, Terry Pratchett had put into his work. Like, Terry Pratchett's, I don't know if you know about the dwarves in Pratchett's work.
It depends, because some of them... I think the only ones I've read... Well, I say read. I think the only one that I've listened to as an adult was the first Discworld.
So there's this big sort of thing in, like, dwarven culture where, like, even the women are supposed to, like, present masculine, I think. But, like, it seems like this sort of, like, big movement or, like, taboo when one of them's just like, hey, I don't want to be this way. You have his autograph? He wasn't signing autographs when you met him, but you still got one? Like, Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, right? They're two of my, like, favorite authors to, like, aspire to be like. Because they're just, like, kind. You know? Like, I don't ask for much, I just want people to be kind.
Yeah, I just want people to be nice.
Like, I'm not asking the world of people. I simply want niceness. You have 2 signed books? Yeah, my mom's a big fan. Oh, yeah, you have to provide cold furnaces. Ugh, yeah, fuck. Fuck, yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Right.
those little one, like, I put those 2 other whole ones that you think you can probably move them a little bit further down so they're easier to get to. But one trick, if you hold control and then just mouse over a furnace, it'll take all the stuff that's in it.
Ooh, I didn't know
So
that.
if you do with coal with these ones, it will take the entire stack of coal out.
Oh, Mala.
If you do it on a furnace, it will take out whatever product is done. So iron plates, copper plates, whatever. And it pretty much works the same for, I think, most assemblers as well. If you just like, so basically you hold control, click, and run past the line of furnaces, and it'll just take everything out.
Yeah.
Stuff I'm learning for when stuff I learned for when I was trying to speedrun this thing.
But I didn't know that. The 2 characters in Good omens are actually non-binary. That's really pog. Which makes an immense amount of sense because they're fucking angels. Or they care about gender.
Yeah, that does make a large amount of sense.
They've lived for like millions of years. They're like, shrug. Okay. Begin with about.
So first things first, we want this. That's sweet, sweet automation technology.
Oh, sweet, Lois. Automation. Yeah. Cheery on me. Cheery, cheery on me.
Shippy, shippy, shippy.
Riley literally goes back and forth between wearing men and women's clothes throughout various time periods as he pleases. He also said that they're both asexual, technically. Ace representation, Pog.
Yeah.
It's another thing about Neil's work. He do be getting that representation, though. He wrote, Anansi Boys, which is about... Thank you for the follow, PR Historia. It's about, the children of Anansi, the spider god. I think?
Does
I
ring a
started
bell.
reading it a little bit once, but I just couldn't get into it. It's not because I didn't like the book or anything, I simply hate reading.
The reason why
I don't have time for it.
It's the reason why I tend to do audiobooks. Granted, I've not been able to do audiobooks quite a lot more recently because of just I normally do like if I was normally if I was playing a game, I would have that running.
Sleep time. Good night, Mono.
Oh, Mano.
Like, yeah, if there's not pictures on the book, I can't read it. Sheep, it's me. Is that you, Nox? Is that a tasty, crunchy lizard in my chat? Nom, nom, nom. You just eat a whole gecko.
No, I can't say I have.
You ever want to eat a whole gecko?
No, I don't think I have actually.
You ever wanted to eat a man?
I mean, you do look tasty, but I've been told I'm not allowed to eat you.
I got my weird, like, opinion. So, I've always kind of known that I was into guys, right? But I think a large part of my confusion growing up about that was like I have no interest whatsoever in like big muscular dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when everyone's like swooning over like guys in Hollywood, like, oh my god, Chris Pratt is so hot, or oh my god, other Chris, or oh my god, Guy, he's so hot. Look at Guy. I'm like, is he though?
Yeah,
He's got kind of a bland face, and he kind of looks like he
Yeah,
yelled me to shut up if I talked about the car.
they sure look like people.
And that sure looks like American Generic and number 37.
Genericans.
Yeah. The Genericans from the planet Generic. That's how people write sci-fi.
Oh yes, the world of hats. Everyone wears a hat here.
Welcome to Hat World. We are the Hat Wearers from Hatalon Prime.
It's one reason
Just like people. Am I people?
It's one reason why I really don't like Star Wars. Because nearly every planet is like, oh, this is a forest planet. Everywhere is forest. No, that wouldn't fucking happen. Oh, this is a desert planet. No, that would happen, but everyone would be dead because it's a desert because there's no fucking water anywhere. But it's like
I
the
got
entire
some water
planet.
for you right here. Sniffle. Pet spread.
Oh, you're becoming like Ace.
It's my forced aceification arc. Okay. No, me and Cheery decided we'd stop playing Factorio because
We were going to talk about the TTRPG whilst we were doing it, but you know, we've just been playing Factorio.
we can talk about that whenever the fuck we want.
True. Why I'm streaming
You know the
early.
solution to the trolley problem? The solution to the trolley problem is that you don't get involved in the trolley problem.
In addition to the trolley problem, you just don't have a trolley.
The simple solution to the trolley problem is don't incriminate yourself. It's not your responsibility to deal with people's lives. It ain't no one's responsibility to deal with lives. Who cares if you could push a fat man onto the tracks to stop the trolley? Who cares if you could throw yourself on a track to stop the trolley? What matters is those 5 people got themselves now. You know what I mean? Every decision they made in their life led them to that moment where they're in front of the fucking trolley as it's coming, and they want you to be the guy who switches the track, kill the other guy. No, that blood's on your hands at that point. You leave them to their fucking fate. Maybe they shouldn't have been on the fucking tracks.
Oh,
Put me in a fucking moral dilemma.
wires. Need to have copper.
Anyway, the iron is now doing iron things properly. Every day, iron's getting closer.
Bit of this.
That's my genuine opinion on the trolley problem, by the way. I have the take of simply don't interfere. It's like with self-driving cars, oh no, we can't slow down in time, we're gonna hit this old lady or we could hit these cats, and it's like, why are you stopping the car? The car has a set journey.
Yeah, it's not your fault the car has been set to ignore old lady.
Yeah, if the car is set to ignore old lady, then guess what? You swerving to hit a cat isn't the problem here. You taking control of the wheel and accidentally hitting the old lady while you try and swerve,
It puts it
that's
on
your
you.
problem. The problem, right, is that Elon Musk built the Tesla. I'm sorry, is that Tesla built the Tesla. No, I don't take it back. Elon Musk is personally responsible for... And then I get sued. I get sued. Dude, what about a trolley ARG? And it's just like analog horror, and it's like, here's steps to avoiding being in the trolley problem. Step number 1. If you see a trolley, please avoid the trolley at all costs.
And then as time goes on in the ARG, it's actually the trolley that is writing this, and the trolley is wanting you to get in the way because it's hungry for blood. If you are on the track, just lie there. It's calm, it's peaceful. Listen to the lovely dull hum of the rails.
And then you get
Don't
one of
look.
those dolly YouTubers on off being like, so what's happening here is clearly the trolley has taken over the narrative. This is incredibly dangerous, as it seems that in this universe now, the trolley is writing the trolley problem for you. It wants to make the decision where it will take the most lives humanly possible, and it will not be content with just a few.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, on the one hand, I like that YouTubers do these things because it kind of brings them to people's attention. Like, I would not have
Some
known
of them
of...
are just so easy, though.
Yeah. But the
Like,
problem
I
is
would like
they...
if some YouTubers put a little more effort in. I don't want to sound toxic about that. It's just, I've seen so many content farms, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm out here doing the most high effort, like, content creation in the world or anything. But, like, even I can see that turning on my camera every day, like, getting my voice to do that one thing and just going, so anyway, guys, and then just, like, explaining everything that I see for the next 12 minutes, just kind of a little lazy.
No, it's got to be 10 minutes and 8 seconds. So you're just over the 10-minute mark, but not...
Ooh,
Well,
yeah.
you got to be just over it to get those mid-rolls. And then you need to have
Which I
your...
already got rolls.
Then you need to make sure you have your clickbaity thumbnail with red circles and your shocked face on one side of it.
My ass would never do a red circle thumbnail.
Did you see it?
Did you see it?
On the right-hand corner of the screen, you can just about see a strange little goth boy in the background. Now some say this is
On the right-hand side of the screen, there's a tiny goth boy twerking. What is he doing with his booty shaking like he is, though? How he do that with his ass?
Some say that is Washipa, but no one really knows for sure. Like and subscribe.
No one knows for sure.
Like and subscribe for more.
Give me your money and ad revenue. I am no longer playing around. This is a robbery. I will start killing hostages if I do not get more ad revenue. Imagine Chills robbing your bank.
Oh, that would be so silly.
Imagine Chills robbing your bank and you just laugh at him and then he fucking shoots you.
Put the money in
What
the
are you laughing
bag.
at? Do you want to fucking play with me? Fucking die, bitch. Not laughing now, are you? And then he just hears a very quiet, but as it turns out, he was still laughing. Hey, Jerry. Hi, Brandy. Oh my goodness. Hi, Sheeper. How's my little holding today? Hey, yo, calm down. My mom watches these streams. You'd happily get killed so you could haunt the person who killed you. I would like to get, like, ghostified after I die, you know what I mean? I'd like ghosts to be real so that I can provide, like, haunting. Yeah. And look. Okay. Oh my god, the iron fucking plate. It's like going zoom, baby. Mm-hmm. The fuck is this showing me up looking ass thing you're doing here? Oh, I know exactly what you're doing. Oh. Glorious, Cherry.
I know.
Wait. Why is my Twitch asking me to sign up? Is it bugged again? I'm literally signed into my Twitch right now. Dude. Do I like... What? Is this an incognito tab? Are you kidding me? Chat, let me know if I got shadow banned. That's not shadow banned. What's shadow banned? Shadow banned's when you aren't in the algorithm. I guess I got signed out. Shut the fuck up, sheeper. Alright, I have to remember my login. Oh, I don't have my password auto-completing.
Oh no. Now you gotta remember which of the passwords of all of the thousands of passwords that you possibly
Opens the
use.
one password document that I have.
I always love the fact that it's actually just safer just to keep them written on a notepad next to your computer, because anyone that's trying to steal your, anyone that's going to be trying to steal your password is going to try doing it via the internet and via the computer. If someone's breaking into your house, their chances are they're not actually going to be looking for your password data. They want your TV.
I haven't updated my password document in 3 years, and I can tell this by the fact that I can't find my fucking password. Sheeper, sheeper. Is it untitled, that one? Mm-hmm. Yep, there it is. Oh, fuck, I forgot I set up an authenticator app. That's useful. War. War never changes. You know a lot about war, don't you, Cherry?
I know that it never changes.
Oh my god, what does the authenticator app look like?
I think mine's Authy.
But
I kind
I
of
use Google Authenticator.
I've got like 4 different ones I have to use for different things. It's really infuriating. Like I have one that's just for work.
Full sleep, good night. Good night, Lochner.
Yay! Anything I miss about this is I don't have the Disco Science mod.
But I can't wait until you have to upgrade these furnaces down here. Did you fix everything up there?
Pretty much. I think I just need to add in some more coal to a few of these furnaces.
Yeah,
We've got this up here is making more.
rich man begins war and a poor man pays the price. Okay, Sun Tzu, calm down.
That should be enough.
If that's actually a Sun Tzu quote, someone owes me 10 billion.
Sun Tzu quotes just sound like really, really. It's like
Can I just search?
I've got it somewhere.
Last Sun Tzu quote. Lost management advice from the art of war. Okay. Though an obstinate fight may be made by a small force, in the end, it must be captured by the larger force. You know what that means, man?
It means
Fighting with a large army under your command is no wise different from fighting with a small one. It's merely a question of instituting signs and signals.
yeah. I like some of them are amazing in the fact that it's just like really no shit. Like if you can have the high ground, then you have an advantage. It's like, well, really, I wouldn't have fucking realized. No other commander in the history of the world has ever thought of this. Turns out having the high ground gives you the advantage. Even Obi-Wan Kenobi knew this.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, like, the Force? That's what he said. Don't listen to me. He said so in the movie. He said so in the movie.
Technically, he did. I think.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, I might be saying it wrong, but he definitely said that.
Copy that. Upgrade the furnaces down here. Talking about copying fucking. Logistics is the first one being
how
done.
this works.
Yeah, for now, what you've done works. It's essentially it's the same thing you've done up here. It lets you chain them the way that I'm doing it, so we can have the exact same thing next to it.
Ooh, my balls itch. Sun Tzu, the Art of War. Ooh,
So it would be
Jerry, I couldn't wait for you to show me this.
Soon. We just need to make sure we get the next, because we need the splitters for it.
So I've been thinking about a druid.
And we're not making him
renaming
shapeshift.
them.
Yeah, we're not making it shapeshift into a bear, much to everyone's sadness.
I've been thinking about renaming the druid to like a naturalist. I don't know. It feels like the druid doesn't belong in some places. My head hurts. Abe Lincoln. Did he really say that?
Is that just as he was shot in the head?
I can see it. The internet has decided his head just did fit. That's my favourite Lincoln moment. Hi, Smith. I'm Sheep Boy.
Gonna go.
I'm taking my pants off. It's too warm.
Or to assume I've had
Abe
any of
Lincoln's
those on
second
before.
most open-minded president? For real, for real. You know, I can absolutely see another universe out there where Abe Lincoln got shot in the head and he simply got better. Like the dude who got the fucking, railroad spike.
Oh yeah, the Phineas Gage guy.
Phineas Gage. How's factory working? I'm letting Cherry work a little bit on the alley while I think about stuff. Cherry's gonna blow my mind in a minute, I'm sure.
And his penis. That would come in from there.
Oh, Phineas, your gauge sheep, eh-huh? No, you can't make me act like a whore on stream like this. Shaking my head.
I mean, it's nothing new.
Yeah, I guess. But
Need more copper for that.
someone tried to assassinate George Bush with 2 shoes? Real?
I remember they didn't try to assassinate. They just tried to throw the shoes at him, and he dodged.
Oh. That's like saying that someone tried to assassinate Trump with a water bottle. Mm.
4 of those.
Who throws a shoe at the president?
There we go.
Fish, are you putting copper and iron right next to each other?
Yeah. Because that way it's really easy to funnel it into the things you need.
How does coal get into your equation?
Ah, that is what we're doing right now. So this coal would come over here.
Uh-huh.
And we go... Shift this up one.
She better blow my mind.
So we split you
She better blow
there.
my mind.
We put you there. Put you there, and we put you there.
I'm seeing you, I'm seeing you.
Full of extras.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. I see you now.
And then we would do the same over here. And you
I
also...
didn't get you, but now I got you.
And now what you can do, because we've got the undergrounds as well, is if we need more iron, we can just add an iron on here and move the iron belt around. If we need another one for copper, we can add another one over here for copper. And it just becomes a little bit more modular. And I think they're long enough. I think it's... One belt can do 24 furnaces. Or 24 furnaces can fully outfit a single central belt for the output.
That makes sense to me.
Up it into here.
This sure will be great once we've got some copper.
Indeed it will. That's why I'm currently feeding the furnace to build us some more miners at the top. Although now that we've got all that stuff down the bottom, probably need to move all this. And we can make it a little bit better. But I'll be right back. I just need to go and grab a drink.
Chewy's gun. Cross the fodder. See bouncing rocks at Chewy. Just take these out of the way. Build our furnaces. That's why I said prostate. I probably didn't. But I just did now. Let me see. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this if we don't have the thingy set up over there already, but whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Chill out, relax, everyone needs to calm down.
Penis.
Not on my watch.
Well, no, in your mouth, maybe. I mean, what? Huh?
Huh? What? I don't know what a penis is, officer. I don't have one of those. Actually has penis. Like a boss.
Oh my god, that horrible time of the internet.
Did that age you a bit?
No, I just remember the time when that was apparently meant to be funny.
Says epic memes. Like a boss.
And just think
Says lay epic memes.
one day that will turn up as a as an ironic joke, and it'll be funny again.
It is. I'm doing it right now.
We're doing this.
Why does the copper always exist like this?
Because copper's a pain.
And then you look back at the iron and it's never enough.
Wood.
Maybe you should go destroy some tree.
I am destroying some trees.
I didn't say trees.
There we go. That should be way more copper than we need.
Hey, baby girl. Say it back.
Get back.
Is it? Yes.
Right, and another one you might not know. If you click to put down a power pole and hold and then walk, it will automatically put them down.
In fact, did know that.
Okay, yeah, just double checking. But I think if you do it when there's stuff that's powered nearby, it actually pays attention to what else needs power.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. We do. I mean, this is going to throw me because normally I have a copper above the iron, and I normally do these sideways, not downwards.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's iron. Just to make sure we keep it going. Drop. Space these out right.
Believable. I'll never trust you again. And then... Oh. Oh. Oh ho ho ho. Oh ho ho ho. Mo. Mom man. Oh ho ho.
Ho ho ho.
It's the copper. It's inadequate. Posture check. But Molly, you can already see me sat on your lap. Why do you need a posture check? Is it because you want me to get comfortable some other way? Okay, fine, we'll put it in. The ghost of small Sabella inside of me. I think I'm joking, but he's haunting me. Like a gay ghost.
The gayest of ghosts.
Fucking hate copper. Fuck copper. All my homies hate copper.
It is true. Copper is horrible.
I'm Iron Gang all the way to the stars, baby. Can I get some hashtag Iron Gang in the chat?
I'm guessing you know about copying and pasting recipes between assemblers.
I've always just figured that I'd figure it out eventually.
If you hold shift and right click, it will copy the recipe, and then if you hold shift and left click on another thing, it will paste it over.
You believe the end times are coming soon?
They've been coming for a long time.
Do they have it coming?
I mean, probably.
Would you still go to McDonald's with me?
Yeah, I'll always go to Mackie D's.
Gag. Huh? Knox? You want me to gag? Huh? Nah, I'm nothing like Sabella. I think I'm lost. Cheaper. Hi, Senpai. I guess we just fulfilled the fucking power grid for the near future. I'm cheaper. I'm cheaper. I'm cheaper. I'm cheaper. You're literally cheaper. You keep telling yourself that, honey. God, one day I hope I'm as big as Disney. And that way, anytime someone unwarranted says I'm cheaper, I can sue them.
Ah, the way of Disney. The Disney magic.
They're gonna be like, I'm cheaper, and I'm gonna be like, I'm class action lawsuit. I'm just gonna be the worst kind of fucking ultra celeb. I'm gonna be like, how much do you like owning a house? I'll take that though, thanks. That doesn't burning a bunch of coal to satisfy my factory's production needs just really appeal to brainworms. Chiree!
Bear.
Chiree! But I'm so meh.
Seems there to be. Making this easier.
Bitch, what if you made? I zoned out for 1 minute. Did you guys just automate science?
Not quite.
I was about to say, this is a grotesque, manky looking setup. This couldn't possibly be it. Hey, good news, the pollution isn't spreading yet.
Oh yeah, good news. I turned pollution off.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm gonna go work to change that.
Pollution's one of the most annoying mechanics in this game when you're just trying to have fun.
Girls just wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. I hope that song plays at the end of Barbie. Not like the movie, like when she fucking dies. Yeah, Cherry turned pollution off by just going and sucking in all the air.
It's what I do. Apparently.
It's what I do. It's what I do 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 do. Okay, Cherry, hear me out.
Keep
Me
on.
and you have like a long romantic date, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, I like get you a present while we're sitting at McDonald's eating 2 double sausage egg McMuffins. And it's just a tiny box, and when you open it, it's just got a collar in it.
Okay.
And the collar says, "Factory, bitch."
And then
Now, if I said to you, "Hey, can you put that on right now?" Would you do it?
Do I get anything special out of it?
I mean, I'll have sex with you.
Suppose that's good enough.
Your Reptile Mortal Kombat 1 is very good. What the fuck is Mortal Kombat? Cheery, give me the rundown.
It's like combat, only it's to the death.
But it says Mortal Kombat. Mortals eat living beings. How does that work?
You see, that's the
You're
fun
literally
part.
sheepy, you're inside him, therefore you are him. That's not how science works. How many of y'all are in cheaper? Cheery, uh, Knox,
Multiple.
Brandy, everyone, I think. Hey, can we get a show of hands who's not in cheaper right now? And no one raises their hands. You literally am sheeper. You're totally not sheeper. I have the copyright. I don't have the copyright. Someone took the copyright for William Sheeper.
No, they did
And
William Sheeper.
yeah, that's what I said. But you
So
can't tell the difference, which is why I'm definitely going to have to fight a legal battle in the future.
no, it's their fault. It's not your fault at all. They should have had, you know, better sense.
Are you yes-manning me right now? Am I currently being yes-manned?
No. That would involve me caring. I have no stakes in the William battle.
You don't have any stakes in my legal battle?
No.
You keep saying that when I name drop you halfway through court, and like, you get a message in the mail that's like, you've been named in a legal battle right now, and we'd like you to show up in court.
And I'll say I'm sorry, but no.
It's a legal summons. You got to accept, Shuri. Help me out. I'm gonna die. That was the last we ever heard from William Sheeper. Can you guys do me a favor? If I'm ever buried, right? Can you guys misspell my like headstone as William Sheeper? I don't even get the William Sheeper.
I best go and steal all the stuff from the old shitty little factory. We can reuse it all.
Uh,
Ah.
just thinking. Um. Alright. How many furnaces can exhaust a belt of coal?
Um. A full belt, I think it's like double what we currently have running.
Okay.
Because both of the belts currently are going quite manic. Granted, we could probably do with more iron going to this one. Because we only got the 8. I think it's 2 hours. 15 items a second on the belt. And it's half per second per mining drill. So 2 drills. So we can get 15 on either side essentially to fill out a whole belt for if it's being constantly used and pulled off at the other side.
Okay. So what you're saying is we should probably do that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 7 more.
We need to have half the belt running. I have to pull these down now, so let's pull that down.
Oh.
Also need to have at least 1 red belt, so we can 1 red inserter to make more red inserters. There and there and there.
And I need you more tonight.
Oh, hi, Smith.
Smith. Smith.
Let's that red there, there, and I think all of the major things that are going to make life easier for us to start with are working. We're making assemblers, we're making yellow and red inserters. We will be making more miners when we get more green circuits, but we are running out of... Let me do the same thing that I did for the... iron and drop this in there.
Alright. And then I do the Chirioni Classic. No, I'm joking. I go.
Some limits on these so we don't make way too many of stuff we don't need right now.
Then I do this. And then I do the smart thing that smart people do. That wasn't smart. which means I must have missed a step. That's fine. I'll simply get it right next time. Oop. Huh? Now I need more iron so I can beat Cheery over the head with it until Cheery stops moving. Oh no. She have demolished the equilibrium of my beautiful iron machines. Boop, boop. And then everyone cheer. No! It's fine. I simply have to figure out that one.
What have you done?
Nothing. Something.
And you know you can pick stuff off the belts, right?
Yeah. I almost had it. Look, when they dig my bones out of the desert in 10,000 years, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna say, he almost had it. Little dark ass looking dude over there, he almost had it. He just needed a little push in the right direction. He was onto it. They might even say he would have got there on his own in a while. Hydrate? Not a bad call, Mala. Not a bad call. You sexy fuck you. When they dig your bones out of the desert, they'll be like, damn, the desert was thirsty. I don't get it. Time to sprint to the... Never mind, actually. That makes 2 power islands. Et tu, Cheery.
Et tu, cute.
Bitch, that was not a Roman.
Never said it was. Never said it was.
Bitch, you ain't never said before. How you be enunciating when you can't said? I say the nicest compliments is because I love you. I love you.
One side of the science. They just needs power.
What does Shmaroni and Shmariomi stand for, anyway?
The
And now that I think about it, whoa.
what is it good for?
What is it good for?
You know, I say absolutely nothing.
Ooh, a shotgun. I'm gonna go bless Cheery with that one.
You to go.
I feel like my ass could not be a drug user in America. I get mad intrusive thoughts. And I would absolutely own weapons. I would simply, like, be sat there with, like, a weapon next to me, and I'd be like, dude, you don't think, do you? And then I would, like, blast a hole in the wall. Or I'd be one of those, like, deranged people who thinks they can build up a bullet resistance and just shoot myself in the fucking leg.
Yeah, as long as you do with the small bullet first, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you gotta build up to it.
Gotta build up your tolerances.
Yeah.
And don't listen
Because
to...
famously, people can tolerate bullets.
Oh, yeah.
The one guy who had a railroad spike lodged in his head is because he didn't build up his constitution stat.
Well, no, that's the thing.
Right, the farce.
That's why he survived. Is because he'd started off like putting needles in his leg, and into his his skin, and then he worked up to like normal nails, and then slightly bigger nails, and then finally, when that massive spike went through his face, he was perfectly immune because he'd built up the tolerance.
You know what the weirdest thing about that story is?
That is true.
The massive spike that went through his head, it didn't even knock him out of commission.
Yeah, he's pretty much just like carried on talking, didn't he?
He went to his doctors after work, I think.
There's stuff like that happens nowadays, especially like with things like gas-powered nail guns. Because it's so fast and your brain itself doesn't have nerve endings, if it doesn't mess you up in a way that makes it obvious, you won't notice. It's
I
like...
think that guy, he randomly just, like, threw up halfway through, like, talking with his doctor too. And because of that, a piece of his brain just fell out.
I'm not sure about that bit. That sounds like someone's like, well, the story's not quite gruesome enough. Let's make him vomit up some brain.
No. Like, he vomited, and because of the force that was being, like, on his head, like, a bit of the brain from earlier, like, tipped outside.
Oh, kind of fell out from where the hole was, and they're like, oh, you have actually got a hole in your brain.
Yeah. Phineas Gage got a ride back to the hotel where he phoned his doctor who came and stitched him up. He got a ride back to the hotel. He wasn't immediately escorted back to the hotel like, oh my god, he's dying, someone help him. He wasn't, like, taken to his fucking, like, hospital room. He went to his hotel. And then he called his doctor up, like, hey doc, kind of railroad spike somewhere unpleasant.
And the doctor's
And
like,
the doctor's like, what, your face? And he's like, yeah.
oh, I was joking. I thought you meant it was on your anus. I thought you'd been doing some of those things that confirmed bachelors do.
Confirmed bachelors, not homosexuals, please.
Oh, he's a confirmed bachelor. He doesn't want a woman. You can tell because he only ever invites
I fuck
men.
my hand every night because I'm a fucking confirmed bachelor.
You need...
I can't even say classic asexual with Shifa moments anymore. This is like a curse.
That is, it's just it's a shame. I don't want you...
Phineas was chill about it, no panic whatsoever. But, like, we know better these days, you know.
But no, you
Like
say
if someone suffered like a head injury, we're like, you need to see a doctor. You need to see a
yeah,
doctor.
but that's the thing.
You need to.
If you don't notice it, if it's not something that's so obvious, it's like, oh, I had a whole spike go in my head. It might have just been that he thought just like a small, because wasn't it something like a thing of dynamite went off and that's what sent it flying, and it went into him. So he probably just like thought he got hit in the face by something. He was like, oh, that's smart, and then he was just fine. He
You know
didn't
what
realize
fucked
something
up
went
about that
in.
story was? He fucking Looney Tunes that. He didn't die, and then he like looked down into the hole like, "I wonder what's going on here," and then like he got it fucking jammed in his skull. He fucking did a Tom and Jerry bit, like, huh? Why isn't the explosion going off? He road runned that shit.
Right, we have a bunch of the stuff automated, including red and green science.
I'm making belts for you, babe.
Okay.
Belts are a precious commodity in this society.
I'm also making belts down here, but we can never have too many belts.
Well, you're not going to dissuade me from my fucking holy duty, you know? Like, God has given me a mission, Sherry, and I will see to it.
Oh god, do I still have the blueprint for the really stupid thing I made the once that was just like way too many belts?
See, now, the thing that happened here, right, is what we call a case of convergent evolution. Because Cheery made belts, and I made belts. We made them at the same time, without thinking or really asking each other.
Even though about
So now you got.
even though about 5 minutes ago I said I've automated, belts, red inserters, yellow inserters,
I don't care to hear it.
assemblers,
Your liberal lies won't work on me,
electric
communist.
mines, splitters, and underground belts. Let's- the really sad part is my malls won't work, not fully anyway, because they're kind of built on my modded game. Because the upgraded version from that jumpstart base is the malls, and I've got a bunch of them set up. So the first one does infrastructure. I've got one that makes sort of the stuff for assemblers. You've got Mall 1 infrastructure, Mall 2 logistics, Mall 3 extras, Mall 4. I don't have the blueprint for at the moment because I haven't actually created it from the other world, which was military. And that just made like turrets and guns and ammo.
I create you from another world.
Unfortunately, I'm in this world, and this world, I don't like this world.
Too late, bitch. No takesies, backsies. You ever? I always had this weird, like, thought in my mind, like, what if there's like a stat screen you get to choose at the start of life and you don't even realize it?
Then I was a fucking idiot who was like, oh yeah, hardcore mode, that's fine, I can totally do that and get good and all that.
In another life, you were a Dark Souls player.
Yeah, in another life, I was just a Dark Souls player that, was like, I love doing one hit runs. Or no hit runs, and like, no hit, 100% runs, all in one go, speed run, all that. And it's like, I do that all at the same time. It's fucking easy. And I chose to do, I'm like, yeah, I'll do that in my next life, that's fine. And then They just forgot to transfer the skills across.
Just imagining speaking to like the God and stuff, and he's like, "Dude, are you sure? Like, really? Like, this is hardcore mode."
So it's not gonna be simple. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain. Are you sure you want to do this? Oh yeah, it'd be fine. Whatever, it's fine. And no, it's not. It's never fine.
Look, who's making the stance screen here? You or me, bitch? Fine, go ahead. Don't come crying to me. It's like, I'm not gonna fucking come crying to you. It's like 2 seconds later.
Why did you let me choose this God? Why?
Do you remember that person who sued their own parents for being born? That's highly relatable.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, people like, that's a little bit cringe, isn't it? And I'm just like, God,
I mean,
I get that.
if you grew up in the world like this, and it's like, I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to be this. I didn't ask for hard mode that we know of. So why would I be happy and thankful for being dumped here?
Like, I don't know. A part of me just, like, really respects that person who's just suing their own parents. Like, you know what? You chose a path. You chose a path.
And they did indeed choose it.
Okay. Yeah, Cheery's belt factory. So let's go to my belt factory.
I mean, it might be.
Ain't no way.
Granted, a bunch of my belts are also feeding the science.
Sure. Excuses is all I'm hearing. And then, boop. Boop. Hey, babe.
Ajib.
Yeah, think about what it is to be a conveyor belt.
Sometimes.
Yeah, think about these.
Unfortunately, frequently.
I had to explain to my mother earlier what the fucking mommy meme was.
I know, it was hilarious.
It's one of the weirder moments of my life. She kind of pressured me into it though. I was like, I can't tell you that, and she was like, no, that's just unfair. Tell me. I was like, oh. Like just a solid, oh no.
You see, I sat there for a good couple of minutes thinking, how could I explain this? And I was like, you know what? This isn't my job. It's not my job to explain memes to mothers. I'll let Sheepa do that. I have to explain memes to my mother. I have to explain why I have a weird t-shirt with a sheep face on it.
How did you explain that one?
I said, oh, it's a guy I know. And I said, I was, you know.
You said, oh, that's hit streamer sensation with Sheepa.
I mean, if you want to believe that I said that, you can. I mean, I didn't, but if
And then your mum clapped.
Yeah. And so did everyone. Everyone clapped.
Yeah. World peace was achieved.
And then even Einstein turned up and said, that's amazing. I wish I could meet this with Sheepa. And then I got a harem of femboys that just appeared out of nowhere. And then I realised...
made a belt factory.
And then I realised that wasn't actually a dream. That was just my follow list on Twitch.
Twitch.tv/. Oh, is this a perfectly bounced factory? No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm watching my factory slowly unbounce itself. If it's any consolation, the belts, they exist.
One of the mods that I have is actually a thing that helps you calculate. You can say, I want a yellow belt full of this, and it will say, oh, in that case, you are gonna need this, this, and this. Are you making
It just says to you, get a life.
Yeah, the way that the people have set it up is whoever made the mod set it up. It will say things like, you know, are you using regular furnaces? If so, you'll need this many. Are you using the steel furnaces? Oh, then you'll need this much. You know, you'll need this many of them to be able to do this.
The way they set it up is they had Brian Blessed come down and he was like, Gordon's alive.
And Gordon was in fact not actually alive.
No, he genuinely was alive though.
I mean, if you want to believe.
And then that woman said Flash, for the like 40th time. And then she said, Cube, Defender of the Polyverse. Same energy, weirdly. I've now optimized the fucking belt factory, and guess what? It's now running at peak efficiency. Belts are being churned out like you wouldn't believe. Are you proud of me?
I am.
I want you to look upon my work, ye mighty and calm. Wait, Cherry, what happened here? Oh, you just decided, I want steel.
We might as well.
So, here we realize, you know what? Top belts need more iron than the bottom belts do. Like 3 times the amount. So we did a little wacky. And then we realized that belts need a lot of gears in order to run, so we put a lot of belts down.
God.
But then we realized the machines weren't being fed enough, so we put like double the inserters down. And then we realized that the chest wasn't grabbing enough belts at the end, so we put this little circle around. Now they'll always have a second chance, which is more than you can say for people who live under neoliberalism. Wow, that was dark. Hey, baby girl. You like my belt factory? Wait, I wonder, can I... Are the shapes round enough to... Oh no, I think I can as well. You see where we're going with this?
Sadly, yes.
No, I can't. I can't do this.
You can't summon him into this world.
How many colours of belts are there? 4, right?
I'll try
That's like the
and...
minimum amount of colours you need to portray a Skrunk.
I think base is 3. Yellow, red, and blue, I think. I'm having to try and remember because, again, I have mods normally, and they have like 5 or 6 different belts instead of the normal.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the fast inserters, even though we're not going to need them. Get that because we might as well.
Jerry, come here. Here, I'm gonna chastise you.
You're going to chastise me. You're going to surround me with chest.
No, I'm gonna chastise you, come here. Bitch, you walked past my ass.
I was zoomed out.
What you call this then?
I call this... I had gone to go and get more wood to make things, and then you distracted me.
Excuses. But I'd tightly banned and ganked cheaper. Huh?
Yeah, I can
I need to stop
understand.
reading my internal thoughts when they get commented in my head.
And there we go. Steel buffers up as well now.
But basically, at this point in the game, we've won, right?
Pretty much. I mean, it's just like another like couple of hours worth of technology and stuff, and then it's rocket, and then it's fine. I'm just really annoyed that there's a goddamn Elon meme in this fucking game.
What?
You get an achievement if you send a car into space.
How do you send a car into space?
You put one into the rocket at the end of the game.
I should kind of not be surprised that these devs made an Elon meme.
But there is also a Douglas Adams meme in there as well. You put a fish in the rocket and it's just so long and thanks for all the fish.
We can get fish.
Yeah. And they heal you.
That's the first I fucking heard of things.
If you look in the water, you should see them. I remember.
I do. I could see him, Cherry.
Yeah.
Should I throw batteries in there? The ocean yearns for batteries, he'd recall.
And this is one of the reasons why I love the squeeze through mod, because you can't fucking walk around these things.
I mean, maybe that's because you got a big dumpy.
It's true, but you know what you're not thinking is maybe I bought you some fish.
I feel like a fucking rat.
Yeah,
You left a trail of fish and I followed it.
I know, and it was amazing.
I mean, you can lead a fish to... You can fish a man... You can
fish a fish to fish man, but you can't lead a fish to man fish.
You can't mlem a fish. You can't go mlem and eat a fish.
I mean, some people probably would.
I fucking wouldn't mlem a fish.
I mean, there's people that like the idea of mermaids, so people out there wouldn't let a fish.
I like the idea of bats.
Murder bats.
Rioni. I think I may wrap up here. And give you time to do your little stream if you want.
I'd probably suck as well.
We couldn't really come to any ideas today.
Well, no, it's because mainly we started playing and then we actually were enjoying playing, and so we just weren't really thinking, or at least I wasn't thinking.
I was kind of thinking, but I wasn't thinking good. But yeah, we started with the basic.
We did.
We'll keep going tomorrow night. But yeah, man, sleepy. So I'm gonna wrap up here.
Oh yeah, it is 10:30, so we have been going for a couple of hours.
I'm gonna wrap up here, and I'll probably be on again tomorrow. I think I'm gonna play Batman tomorrow.
Really? Playing Batman?
Playing so much Batman.
I know you've been playing a lot of Batman.
I can play anything but Batman. And maybe in the evening we can play a Factorio game.
Maybe.
I'm just talking, we chill and we play Factorio game. Well, I love you.
I love you
Goodbye,
too.
everyone.
Oh, bye-bye, Sheepa.
And then I stopped streaming.
And then you were still here.
Yeah. I'm a still disappear now. I'm
I know
gonna
you
go
are.
lay down my sleepy head.
Oh, bye-bye.
I love you, bitch.
Oh, we're gonna love you, bitch. Who's actually alive to write? You know what? Fuck it, Finn's still alive. I'm gonna send you all to Finn. I don't know how long he's streaming for, but you know. You can be his problem now. Bye!